All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is March 10, woohoo, 2026. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It's your boy. We're back at it again. It's been an exciting week. It's been legendary.
Brother, it's been too much, bro.
So, yeah, definitely excited to recap. And, they already got to have more stuff planned out.
God, like, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. We had so much since last weekend. Not even last weekend, the weekend before that, too. It's like, go to Kalos. Okay, come and go. And it's like, oh, 30th anniversary. Yeah, it's got to be a chill event. No. We didn't chill. We didn't chill. We went ham on that, too. Oh, man. Yeah, well, we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game as much as everybody else. I'll mess that up eventually, This episode of the Purified Podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community for supporters and patrons for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. So don't forget to check us out at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor so you can support all the other shows on the network that you would like to see and talk about us. And we're there too. So that's cool. All right. How's your week been, brother? Tell me more. Tell me everything.
It's been pretty exciting. Me and my coworkers tend to take a little walk here and there if there's anything exciting going on in raids. I will say I do get pretty sidetracked with work a lot. I get really into work and I have like a one-track mind. So I do forget about my phone a lot of times.
All right.
But yeah, it's been a good week. And yeah, I really think they had a lot of great ideas, pretty crazy ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been awesome, man. Seeing legendaries and incenses. I know we talked about it, completely forgot about it until I saw you and the other professors talking about it.
Bruh,
I was like, use it now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do a little bit of recap. I know we kind of went a little bit crazy last week in the last podcast because we just had so much to talk about, and I didn't want to go over an hour, but we did anyways because things like that. We're gonna do a little bit of recap today too on the things that we kind of missed out, but at the same time, of course, the new news for the week since you guys are there. But yeah, it's been a crazy weekend for sure. Again, I was like, okay, it may just be a chill event. You'll see legendaries in the wild do this and everything. It's like, nah, man, nah. It wasn't chill. Also, I just became best friends with one of my friends from Go Fest, or Forever Friends. So now we got remote trade unlockable. Real quick, of course. It's good karma. But anyways, what can I say? We have a lot.
You're welcome.
Well, that too. Yeah, that too. God, do you feel like the 30th anniversary was a little more hyped than the Go Tour?
More than Go Tour, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of that is probably some push from Pokemon itself.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's just so much going on for the 30th anniversary, from Pokemon Day and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not surprised at all.
Yeah. No, it definitely was was probably the craziest thing that we have seen. So let's get into our hauls. Let's see if Chris got some legendaries out there. Did you even play like the entire weekend, or what did you do?
Here and there, más o menos.
Más o menos.
Not crazy. Definitely not crazy.
Did you use Free Shock, Roro Time, Special Rent?
A little bit of Roar of Time.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw that's what you did, and honestly, that's the way I prefer it. Only because I want to make my incenses last.
Mm-hmm.
For the Free Shock, most of the legendaries aren't hard to hit an excellent throw on.
Yeah, free shark just makes it easier to catch. Iceburn gives it a chance of an excellent and everything, so it wasn't really that bad.
No.
But that's the differences when it comes down to tree. There was a reason why I used Roto Time. It's because I didn't have that many premium items. Like
Yes.
I had about maybe 10 going into the event, and I was just like, if I use all of this in one day, I'm not gonna be able to recover. So I was like, I gotta sacrifice the ability to catch the legendaries to be able to see more.
From what I was seeing, you were doing a pretty good job either way.
Yeah. So before I go into my host, because I mean there's been a lot, we also went into the brand new event. It's starting today, and there's a reason why we talk on the Tuesday instead of a usual Sunday. Oh hey, ultra friends with somebody, cool. Another one, more experience. We have the Pokopia celebration event happening as of now, as of start today, Tuesday, and it will last until the end of the week, I believe. So we'll get the shiny Didos and background Didos and everything that you like to, because backgrounds are now the new meta in this game, I guess. So that being said, Chris, tell me what you got.
Yeah, it's a short and sweet week today. After the action-packed, recap we had last week. I got a perfect Charmander.
Ooh.
What's that, like number 5 or 6?
I mean, it might as well be in a Shando, but
Yeah. I evolved it up to a Charizard. And probably the coolest catch, I got a shiny Shadow Mawile. I think next I want that Magikarp. And then today I got a shiny Pidgey. Yippee!
Yippee!
Definitely hunting a shiny costume Ditto. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Other than that, the only cool thing to note is the only legendary I was able to get was a Tornadus. The other ones, I think the only ones that I actually threw balls at instead of the Go Plus was a Groudon that was like 3,300.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, no. Good luck out there. I was hoping to see something under 1,500 like Solgaleo.
So that's actually something that they thought about before the event went live.
Yes. I know it's only like a select few, right?
Yes, only a select few, because the meta has already asked for those, but each one of the legendaries cannot go below its Ray value, basically. So there wasn't really a way to catch anything below the 1,500 mark, even if we could find it. But no, it's regardless of being in the wild or in Incest, there will always be a percentage, like they can drop below a certain amount, so they could not be anywhere close to 1,500 for that reason, for the Great League, because they didn't want to break the meta. So
brutal. Yeah. I was really hoping.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'll use a Master Ball on that.
Yeah.
I'm not using a Master Ball on a wild Groudon that's IVs are like 210, 12.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. Maybe I would, but like
especially with a shiny. So
yeah. Definitely nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But I was really hoping for a wild shiny or something, but nah, I didn't see any of that. Yeah, so tell me about your weeks.
Yeah, so to recap on that, shiny rates were actually abysmal. Like, no matter how much you look at it. And that's, I think, also intended. Every single legendary had full odds on the whole thing. So, yes, in rates, it's actually a lot better to get a shiny, because it's like 1 in 60, I believe. So it wasn't really the percentage that we were looking for. Now, have people found shinies? Yes, it was possible to find them. Somebody even found, and I don't know, because I mean this is credited to whoever actually posted on Twitter, I think they found a Nando shiny Cernius. So yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
One of the rarest shinies you can get.
Probably yes. Probably any type of
Nando.
shiny Nando is probably like the rarest Shenando you
That's
can ever
a
find.
legendary though.
Like you never at 10 years of this game you would ever think actually finding a Shenando legendary Pokemon. Like that's unheard of, and it was possible because of this weekend. It was crazy. So
I think a lucky trade
Yeah, I know, right? It will come like Chanda. I was like, what the? Hey, Oxing, thank you for joining us. But yeah, so that's that. And of course, I mentioned already about the floor IVs that they actually. Well, the IVs they're down, but the CP definitely could not be lower than anything.
Like the level was set to a certain lock.
Yeah. Now there were some legendaries that could actually reach Ultra League. There was only a fair few, but that's because I think they were already part of the Ultra League meta anyways. And I'll talk about that in a second because I actually got something good anyways. But yeah, so let's start with the shinies because that's the least exciting things of the whole thing. Starting with, I did also get like a shiny background Pikachu with the in the Inicia background. It was pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go. There's some some Charmanders actually. A Boltor that I didn't even remember that I got. Actually, the Boltor and the Reinhardt was from the Go Pass, the 30-year.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Didn't get a single shiny from that.
Yeah, no.
I paid for deluxe. I didn't get.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
shiny.
I mean, yes, those two shinies, no Hundos, no shiny Mewtwo, and I'm jealous of a few people that actually did get it. But and even though I already have a shiny Mewtwo, why am I jealous of this? I don't know. Anyways, shiny Machop and Taylor from the event. I think the Taylor was right after the event started or something like that. Night Hello from Raids. That's the second one that I got, so that's pretty nice. Right after the event ended, I got a shiny Eevee and a shiny Ducklet after doing my walk after 8 o'clock, and I was like, okay, you couldn't actually give me a shiny when I was walking before. And today I just got a shiny Bulbasaur from just like the regular event and everything. There is some Hondos that I'm proud of, and actually this is pretty nice. I got a Wild Hondo Impidum from the event. I was like,
Get out.
What the heck did it just happen? It could have been shiny, but because full odds, I mean, a couple people actually got it because we were hanging out anyways. So it was nice. It was actually like level 40 something, 47 or something at the time. So it was like almost a level 1. Crazy. I did get a shiny Leaf Hat Pikachu because I guess we were doing Pikachu raids. Why not? No backgrounds or anything because, it was after the events. And then Kudogra, I think, my second Hondo Necrozma. So I got both Necrozma forms Hondos now that I can actually fuse. I should get one more just for like the base set, but that's pretty much it.
Ultra.
It's like Ultra Necrozma. Anyways, God, when that comes into the game, it's gonna break the meta. It's like basically Eternus. I can't even say that.
Eternatus.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's cool. But then this is basically the Kudogra of the whole weekend. Legendary, and I will exclude raids because we don't need to do the raid ones. I will exclude research because there were some research legendaries. And I guess I'll do an H0 to 4 just in case. All right, so I got. Actually, did it not? Oh, I didn't actually filter the rates. Hold on. Beep. There you go. All right, I got 19 legendaries in the wild. 19. The very first one that I got was this Hondo. It's not a Hondo. I wish it was a Hondo. A Walsall Galio that I was able to get when I was at my parents'. That was right when the event started. I got a Tapu Koko. It's a 14, 12, 13. Now, this is actually the best one. The next one right here. It's another Tapu Koko. 0 attack, 15 defense, and 12 HP.
I saw you. I saw its name when you posted the legendaries you were catching.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
This is a rank 2 Ultra League monster right now. At least for me. Because it has almost the perfect IVs in that sense. Which was crazy. But still. I mean, that was like the third legendary that I caught. And I did say a few before then. I got a Wild Galarian Zapdos from the Incest. I was actually excited because it's like the second one. I wish it would have been shiny, but hey, all it is what it is. I also got a Tapu Bulu, a Yveltal, a Landorus, the indie form or what, like the genie form or whatever it's called, because that was the only form that was spawning anyways. I got an Armorus, Wild, a Lunala So I got the set, wild ones. A Reggie Steel, because why not? A Kyurem, another Tapu Bulu, 3000 CP, by the way. a wild Station, a wild Reshiram, a wild Galarian Articuno, another wild Solgaleo, because why not? Okay, this Sacrum, this is funny. I was going into work on Monday, and this is actually Taco on Monday. I was just having my Gold Plus catching because, you know, I put an Incest, Roto Time, and then just let the thing go off for until I got to work. My Gold Plus got this on a Pokeball.
Pokeball Zekrom.
On a Pokeball, no stat or anything, just a regular Pokeball Sacrum.
Did you use a Master Ball on any of them?
Nope.
Oh my god.
No. First of all, I didn't have a Master Ball. Second of all, there was no reason to, because I mean most of these legendaries I already have, and there really wasn't a reason to try to catch a wild one like this.
Yeah, and we're not guaranteed good IVs on the wild ones.
Yeah.
The only reason I could justify using a Master Ball was if they were PvP.
Yeah. I did get a Lugia probably right before I got to work. Sorry about that. Lugia right after work, and then Tornadoes to end the week. The weekend, actually. The full weekend and plus more. But yeah, 19 wild legendaries. I was actually ecstatic that I got this many. I mean, definitely way more ran. Like 100% way more ran. Like I saw some Acentas, I saw Groudons, I even saw Kyogres, you know, all that shabam. Like literally every single legendary. I even saw Rayquaza and everything. I was like, oh, this is cool. But yeah, it was just fun. It was ecstatic to be able to go around and hunt legendaries. Oh, actually, that wasn't like the only thing that I got that was actually fun. Because there was a lot of Honedge out in the wild, Rockruff and things like that. Let me actually share probably the craziest wild Pokemon that I got. It is a fully evolved Ceralidush in the wild. It's if I would have gotten the Armadush, I would have completed the set and I didn't have to worry about evolving those things anymore. But yeah, the wild Ceralidush, crazy. I did get like a wild. What is it? I don't know if I already trashed everything, but I mean, I'll probably be doing that in the next few days anyways. Got a shiny Latios with good stats. That's pretty awesome. I mean, even getting a shiny, and I would think that was the hunt of the weekend. If anybody would have gotten a shiny legendary at that point, it would have been crazy. Like 100% crazy. I think everybody would have been ecstatic when it comes down to it. Let's see. I'm just going around through my Pokemons real quick. I mean, there was just a lot of days anyway, so. And I catch a thing. Oh, yeah. So this wild King Gambit. Like a fully evolved King Gambit. I did say that McMortar. I think I caught a McMortar, I believe. But that's just crazy. It's like the amount of like fully evolved legendaries that also require items or special needs to actually, you know, evolve. It was so crazy to see in the wild. I never thought about like an event like this ever happening. And there's so much to say. Pros, I don't know if the cons really like about it. I want to say this is almost at 9.5 out of 10 at this point.
Even with them running, it does make it very hard to rank it low.
Yeah. Plus, there was actually a lot, like, you know, a lot of raids. You know, we have the Ultra Beast in raids. Darkrai and Genesect were also in raids. There were a few other things that I can't remember right now, but I was only raiding a few things. Like, well, basically the Ultra Beast, everybody wanted that right now.
Yeah, it's mainly Mythicals.
Yeah.
Mythicals and Ultra Beasts.
I was doing Darkrai's because, you know, I still need the hundo of that. And of course, my friend Amanda, our friend Amanda, gets the hundo. Just sitting
for Darkrai?
Yeah. That's another mythical that I'll eventually get because I need to get that hundo for my Mega Dex.
Oh, just lucky trade. Just lucky trade the mythical. That'd be great.
You bastard. Anyways. But yeah, so it was just a while here and there. I can't complain really. Really a really good event. I think it tops Go Kalos for sure. Like 100%. Like it seemed to had a more impacted. Yes, Go Kalos definitely had its moments, but at the same time, it was like, oh, we're just doing raids, we're doing this, we're walking around. We weren't really like doing as much hunting. I let the Go Plus literally do all the catching in Go Tour. Now this one here, I really was focused on the game, waiting for that legendary to spawn, get the chance on it, catch whatever else was going out there in the wild. It was crazy. It was crazy. Any final thoughts on this? Any more do you want to say?
Yeah. Personally, I think GoTour definitely had the better edge. I see this event as more of a testing for legendaries in the wild. So I definitely think they're going to, use this in the future based on feedback.
Yeah. I think everybody and their mother was actually playing this weekend, and it wasn't just because of just seeing every Pokemon ever created in Pokemon Go. Like, like you could actually, like, if you have a brand new account and did all of this during this weekend, you probably had already completed most of the decks at that point.
I was recommending to the newer players at my work to run an incense for the legendaries.
Yeah.
Just for the chance.
Yeah.
But I think they're definitely going to have more legendaries in things like incense in the future. So this definitely opens up a lot of doors.
Yes.
For the coming events.
Yeah.
It makes it very hard to run a Go Plus with an incense now.
Yeah, no, definitely something to always keep in mind, especially when it comes down to a few events in the future. Maybe, new things will go to. What the hell was that?
That was my cup, sorry.
That was a weird sound that everybody in the audio was actually going to be like, what the freak? Anyways, but yeah, no, I would say that in the future events, maybe, Go Fest, Go Tour, and even Go Wild area will have a significant plus of looking and watching legendaries out there. Don't worry, everybody's like listening to this too.
It's sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting when they test it out. I don't think that they will like say, oh, we're gonna start giving you legendaries in the wild, because the lore doesn't actually, portray it. Like,
well, didn't they have Azoth in the wild for the longest time? Like in America?
But that's normal for those legendaries, because they're called roaming legendaries.
Not like Eurom and.
Yeah, we have the regular the Kanto events and the Kanto birds, the Kanto or the Galarian birds, the legendary beast, the Lake Trio, the Lati twins, and even the Sorcerer's Justice could be roaming, just because of the way the lore works. But everything else like Rayquaza or like Darkrai, things like that, they can't really put those in the wild for the reason that they don't actually portray through the true lore of the game. So. I'll keep it at that. Again, I sometimes bite my words. I will have never thought about seeing legendaries in the wild until this weekend, and it happened. So it happened.
Yeah, I would not expect it on this scale.
Yeah, so definitely a top-notch event, A+, 9.5 out of 10. I could give it a 10. I mean, if it wasn't for probably just the shiny rates, but that's just me in it, So we'll keep it at that. Close that door. Let's move on. Research topics of the day. What we got, Chris?
Well. Yeah, I like the name you put in the notes for this. That's a big Pikachu. Gigantamax Pikachu strikes during Max Battle Day. And it was funny. I was literally telling my buddy since they released all the Dynamax Pikachu, I was like, any day now we're going to get that giant Pikachu. Gigantamax Pikachu Max Battle Day will be Saturday, March 28th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. This is a Gigantamax Pikachu that is unable to evolve. So you can't hunt one down that's good IVs and shiny and then hope to Mega Evolve it in the future. So keep that in mind. The event bonuses are going to be the same as the other max raid days. Max particle collection limit will be increased to 1,600. All power spots will host Gigantamax battles. Power spots will refresh more frequently. Additional power spots will be active. 8 times max particles from power spots. Up to 3 special trades for the day. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then from March 27th at 5 p.m. to March 28th at 8 p.m. PDT, the daily remote raid limit will increase from 10 to 20. And then on March 28th from 12 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time, there will be 2 times max particles from exploring and 1/4 adventuring distance to receive said max particles. There will be an event ticket available for $499, and they will include one max mushroom, 25,000 XP, 6,400 max particles, and you'll also get twice the amount of XP from max battles. If you get the box on the on a web store, you'll also get a bonus premium battle pass. So it's good. It's definitely a fun one. Do I prefer this over Eevee? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. There's a lot to think about, but of course, Pikachu being a classic Pokemon, having everything in his path. Spoiler alert: Raichu will actually get a Mega in the future. But
yeah, half a spoiler.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Pikachu, it's Gigantamax. I would say that make sure you listen to the audio when you actually get it. It will be funny. But yeah, it's just that. It's one another Gigantamax. It's like basically like Meowth and things like that. It's gonna be it should be a one and done, but I just want the shiny. Because it's just like collection purposes. But after that, I'm just like, that's pretty much it. It is happening, of course, on the 28th. So it's continuing its trend of the new season, where Saturdays are going to be the only event days for things. Make sure you start getting those days up, brother.
Sure.
Now
I'll have the afternoons available at least.
Yeah, which is good. So you'll got a chance. But yeah, that's Pikachu, Gigantamax P. Anyways. I guess we're not done with Pikachu's, because I guess we do have also a shockingly good time with all of these electric type Pokemons. Let's see how I say that. But anyways, this event, the shockingly good time, it's happening on Tuesday, March 31st, all the way to Monday, April 6th. So this is actually like almost the end of the event. Also, Pippa says Gigantamax Bidoof. I can see that.
Add squared.
Just basically godlike or something. Anyways, event bonuses. You'll have an increased chance of encountering Shiny Pikachu, Shiny Chinchou, and Shiny Dedenne, like we didn't have them before. But, while encounters, event team Pokemon will like Pikachu, Chinchou, Dedenne, Pawmi, and more. If you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny one. That's cool. I guess they're preparing us for something. I'm not sure.
There's one more added on there that wasn't before that's shiny.
Am I missing something?
Pawmi
had a community today.
Interesting. Okay. Forgot about that guy.
It's like, are you sure you're looking at the right Pokemon, brothers? Anyways, if you miss spotlight hours, like a lot of people are actually complaining about this last few days, they're back and they're daily. It's for this event. So From 6 to 7 local time on the days. March 31st, we'll have Marie Spotlight Hour. April 1st, Pikachu. April 2nd, Magnemite. April 3rd, Chinchou. April 4th, Pawmi. April 5th, Dedenne. And April 6th, Joltik. All of them will start from 6 to 7, and all can be shiny. If you did not want Spotlight Hours, well, you have 6 of them. Well, actually more than that, but crazy. But yeah, I guess they listen to us.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's fun that I guess that they're doing something every hour for those days, and it's like you can pick and choose. Like, I don't need Marie, but it has a Mega. I don't need Pikachu's, but they have a Mega. It's like I don't need the Dennis, but it is what it is, and I don't need Joltics, but they're good in Ultra League, Great League. And then Phil reaches stats encounters. We have, of course, encounters with all of these Pokemon. So if you're lucky, they might be shiny. Pikachu, Magnemite, Mareep, Chinchou, Joltik, Dedenne, and Pawmi. And some people even find Alolan Raichu. Now that is something that I still need. The Alolan Raichu. I know you got your Shando, so you're definitely not going to look for that.
Extra large candy, I guess.
I mean, you already have them from Pikachu anyway, so what's the difference?
Hey, fair enough. I mean, we got to get it for any evolutions that might be coming in the future.
True. So keep an eye on those. Go Pass and Go Pass Deluxe. They, of course, like any other event that they're doing, except for a few other ones, there will be a Go Pass that you can rank up This one at least is a little bit cheaper. So if you just want a deluxe one without the extra levels or anything, it's only gonna cost you $4.99, which is great. If you do want the extra levels, you can get it for $6.99. So it is a little bit cheaper, which I'm okay with. The last one was, of course, at the $8 one for the 30th anniversary, but that was a reason for that. So we'll keep it at that. Feature Pokemon Center Rewards, of course, Ultra Balls, Candy Excel, encounters with the event team Pokemons and all that. If you get a Chandu Raichu, make sure you keep it. But, you know, some milestones. Tier 1 incense activated during the event will last for up to twice as long. That's pretty cool. Tier 2 extra catch or 2 times catch candy. And then on tier 2 again will also be catch Stardust if you upgrade it through the Gold Pass. So deluxe. And then the web store, of course, you can buy them to get extra Ultra Boost, Max Buys, premium items, max potions, and all those that. So make sure you keep your eyes on those. If you're not tired of electric Pokemons and rodents in the wild, why not just keep going with this event, right? That's all I'm going to say on the matter. All right, let's see. Now that we actually got most of the news out of the way, let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything because, you know, it is what it is sometimes with me. Let's do some backtracking to the actual 30-year anniversary of Pokemon proper. And we have, you know, a lot of things that's to cover because why the heck not? So we had the Pokemon Presents, and back in the 27th of February. I almost forgot which one that was. So let's see. There was some pretty okay announcements during that time. I'll note a few things here and there. Of course, they did announce, and I guess I'll just share the present itself here. So, and there might not be, you know, a lot of noise going through because I'm trying to make sure you guys can listen to it when I can. All right, give me 1 second here. There we go. So we're just gonna skim through it, just for the heck of things. They will go over like every single one of the generations from, you know, Red and Blue to Legend CA and everything, which is actually a pretty cool. I wish I actually could have like a poster of this because they will be very nice. Do you need the link or do you have it, Chris?
If I can get the link.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me make sure that Chris can see what is happening. Send that on Discord, by the way.
Gotcha.
I'm at 40 seconds in. So yeah, this is basically, you know, every single generation, every single game, every single main series game, actually, to say, because, you know, there's side quests and everything. So the unknown that we have, of course, the president of the CEO of the Pokemon Company, Ishihara. Thank you so much. And just talks about the whole thing about, you know, Pokemon's first ever created and Pokemon in general. There have now been total of 1,025 Pokemons discovered, which is crazy to think about after 30 years, but, you know. Then it talks about all the other things that happens, like the anime and the world's enjoyment, Pokemon GO and all that. And then they just go right into the announcements. The first announcement was a recreation of the Game Boy in music form for all Pokemon enjoyers of the, I guess, all the 8-bit stuff. So basically all you'll have is like a little like a walkie-talkie or something like that. Like a mini Game Boy. And you have 45 songs, 45 cartridges of everything that the game can offer in music. Like, you know, the battle music, the team leaders, all those things. And that's pretty cool, to say the least. So they wanted to recreate the sounds and effects. And that's pretty cool. And that will be available already. So you can buy it at any point. And then they talk about the World Championship happening in August in San Francisco, which is one of the biggest events of the year. Pokemon Champions will also be announced or be part of the circuit for Pokemon the Worlds. And it's actually, I think it's coming out in April, I believe. So that's pretty cool, to say the least. All this experience and everything, basically all the things that they mention. And then there's the World's poster, which is basically San Francisco 2026. They have like half red and blue, which is pretty cool. You got Melton there, so that's pretty nice. Don't forget, this actually happening on August 28th to the 30th. So book your tickets, book your stuff, and be ready to go. I wish I can go, but I don't know if I'm still there yet. Although there's some pretty cool stuff happening in Pokemon Go when you go to the event, and I wish actually I could get those kind of things. Any thoughts yet, Chris? Or do you want me to get to the good stuff still?
We can keep going.
Okay. All right. So that's that. Then more announcements. They start kind of like teasing this TCG stuff for the third year, which they haven't really said much after the presentation. But they're showing like all cards, all memorable cards, like, you know, the Duxie levels, the Darkrai and Cresselia, like combined cards or whatever that they had before.
GX,
EX, Tag Team. They had all the things like, you know, the V cards and everything else that they really did on those stats, which was crazy back then. And then they let Mewtwo and Mew be part of, like, you know, the grand scheme of things. It looks like the set is going to be crazy as a 30-year anniversary set. So all TCG fans rejoice, or scalpers rejoice, because you're gonna get your card.
Oh my gosh! Keep them away.
And the funny thing is, it's actually saying that it will be releasing simultaneously worldwide this year, which is not just like, oh, it's gonna happen in Japan first. No, it's gonna actually happen everywhere at the same time. So this is
honestly probably good for pricing, because people won't be able to spread their paychecks across multiple releases.
True. Pokemon GO's 10-year anniversary. This is where we actually had the announcement of the 30-year celebration, where all the Pokemon were spawning in the wild. And that's basically the reason why we were just having so much fun. So we can skip that because we already know. And it happened already. We did get the code for the background starters. I did get a shiny background Froakie, so it's pretty nice. But I still need the other two, so I'll look for my tradables. More celebrations. I think this is actually Pokemon Masters. So the protagonists, I think it was one. This is crazy because it is basically an old form of Red and Pikachu in Pokemon Masters. It is Red of 1996, available in Pokemon Masters. So you can scout it, and that's pretty awesome. But I don't know. I mean, never really was too much into Master after a while. So I still open it up every now and then. And then, of course, more announcements either way. Pokemon Cafe, their celebration themselves, of course, were all the starters. Or Pokemon Cafe Remix, so that's pretty cool. Not really too much to talk about that because we don't play that game. We don't know much about it. Pokemon Sleep has some interesting announcements. And the announcement of a mythical Pokemon is sleeping around. Yeah, don't ask. Don't say anything. I know you were thinking about it. But yeah, so they tease Mew, and looks like we'll be able to encounter Mew alongside things. I think some people were already encountering it. It looks like once you finish your missions, you'll be able to. And they also tease the Latios and Latias.
Ooh.
So that's going to be fun when it comes out of it. Check out Pokemon or Sleep It Off at some point. Pokemon Unite, to celebrate Pokemon Day, they are releasing the legendary birds into Unite. Have you played this game recently, Chris?
Not in a long time, since I was like pushing for Master like a long time ago.
Yeah. There's also Meganium, Typhlosion, and Feraligatr. Looks like they'll be joining the fray pretty soon. Yep. And then Pokemon TCG Pocket. This is the game that we both love. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, they right before the presents, or maybe a day or so before, they basically the set was out, and that's it. That's pretty much it. There was nothing more to talk about in the end of the day, which was a little bit of a letdown. Kind of wish that would actually be like, hey, this is the next one coming up in the next set or something like that. But you can log in and get a bunch of hourglasses, some youth stuff for free, as long as you just keep logging in for the next 30 days or so. The Nintendo GameCube Classics and Nintendo Switch online membership. Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness looks like, as far as I know, Gale of Darkness is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch Online pretty soon. And this is, Shadow Pokemons and everything. This is where Shadow Pokemons originated for the very first time. And it's actually pretty cool because the Dark Lugia is always there, or XD001. It is coming this month in March, and I'm hoping that comes pretty soon because I'm probably going to be playing that through the entirety of it. And then they keep talking about Leaf Green and Fire Reds for the Nintendo Switch, which we kind of already knew that it was possible to download. There will be, of course, the ability to transfer Pokemon from Fire Red and Leaf Green to Pokemon Home, and then you can switch them up to other games afterwards if you like to. So that's pretty cool. At least, they're not going to stay in one console and one thing. It's actually going to be able to, put it into different things in the end of the day. So the future is here. Once Pokemon releases this kind of thing, I'm pretty sure they're just going to release the other games in the near future. Especially with the compatibility to the Switch too, Then there was another announcement for Champions. So this is the official Champions announcement. Just basically saying, it's about to go down. They did say that it's going to be releasing on the Switch first, but then later on in the year, they'll allow it to also be in mobile. So you'll be able to play this game everywhere and anywhere, which is actually pretty cool. So we'll keep it at that. Mega Evolutions being the forefront of the first season for the looks of it. When is this happening? It does say it right here in April of 2026. So one more month before this actually releases. There's a little bit of controversy on that release date because we're getting so close to other championships, internationals, and all that before Worlds, and people really want to get their hands into this game as soon as possible so they can start preparing for it, because this will be the definitive game moving forward for Worlds. So especially in the BGC, which is going to be interesting in its own right. Then they announced some more DLC gifting and everything for Legend CA. Honestly, I haven't touched the game in a couple of days because I've been so busy. But I want to continue playing it, try to complete it as much as I can. Then they looked at all the megas that they were already released, and of course the ones from the Mega Dimensions. And then a brand new mega has been released into the wild. They go over the Legends, the battle CA, form of battles in the Legend CA and everything. And Garchomp being the top-notch brand new Mega Garchomp C coming to a Pokemon GO near you. This actually looks pretty cool. I don't know if I like it better than the other one, but it kind of just flies around with the way that it goes through. So
it has a little bit of a difference. I'm curious what the shiny looks like compared to the other one.
Yeah. You just gotta look into it for sure. But that's pretty cool, It's like Mega Garchomp. Would it change to a Dragon flying type instead of a ground type? That's a very good question, because it looks like it's actually, flying around. So that's pretty cool. All right. So that's been the discovery for that. You can get it in the game right now. So make sure you get that mystery thing. Pokotopia was another big thing happening. They announced, of course, the game is out now, guys. So, people are going crazy about it being probably one of the best games in the entirety of the side games that they have. It's basically Animal Crossing Pokemon crossover. That's pretty much it. But there's so much to do. You can spend hours in this game. Hours. If you ever went into the pandemic in 2020 with Animal Crossing, this is basically our counterpart to that. So people are going crazy. A couple more friends are. Just a couple of announcements, some more in the game, and now everybody's going crazy about it. So I like it. I'll eventually play it. I don't know if I'm going to invest too much time into it, though. So that's just me. If my friends want to play, that definitely will be it.
Yeah, a lot of the people my buddy knows is buying the Switch 2 just for that game.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy. You can meet some legendaries and all that too, so that's pretty nice. I'm sure there will be more updates to the game in the near future, DLCs and stuff, because if this game is doing wonders, it's going to be ready for that. All right, and now all the announcements there. So they do have one final presentation, and I'll turn the volume up for this because this is actually very important.
Thank you for tuning in.
This is the final presentation, and now I won't say much. I'll try to only speak little, but because I don't want copyright. But but yeah, this starts. We got some drawings. Looks very real, actually, just by looking at it. Pikachu. Because why not? We got the Kanto region. We got a lot of things. The Sinnoh region, the Unova region, the Kalos region. We have the Alola region. Galar. Paldea. So it goes over every single generation. Now we're here. Hi, Pikachu. This scared so many people when they actually came out. We got vacation Pikachus. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, look, the tree. Yes. Our new protagonist. That water is insane, dude. The graphics on that water. Catching. Man, it looks amazing. Swan water, volcanoes, lava, the wind, and here they come. Starters brought Pamod and Gekwa. And our brand new starters. Cruiser War Pikachu. Underwater? Yeah, we're actually going underwater in this game. That's crazy. It's been how many years?
I think the Pokemon photo game.
Yeah, I know. Snap. Yeah, that's what I thought too when I first saw this. Pokemon Wings and Pokemon Waves. Generation 10 is here. It will be released in 2027. And that's pretty much it. Which is crazy. Now, we knew about this. We knew that Generation 10 was going to get announced. I want to get your opinion on the starters real quick before we get into like the graphics and everything. What did you think when you first saw them?
When I first saw them, I think Gekwa probably has like the coolest design. It's like a toned down Terapagos.
Okay.
So I know that's the one my wife's gonna choose. If she ends up playing Gen 10. Honestly, I'm kind of into Brout as well. I know he's probably the one people like the least.
Yeah. Because it's just basically a Rowlet clone at this point.
But yeah, if I find out what they evolve into before I get the game, maybe that will influence my like evolution choice, but I think Gekwa probably has the coolest looking design.
Right.
What about you?
So when I first saw them, and mind you, I was at work at the time. I was just trying to like, make sure that nobody was listening to what I was listening. I saw them and I was like, are this really Pokemon? Like, I don't know if they look Pokemon-ish for me, It's like so many different designs over the years. Maybe, definitely have a different way of doing things when it comes down to the Pokemon designs. But honestly, I really thought they were like power Pokemons. Like, seriously, I was like, am I playing Powerwall here? It's like, what's going on? Like,
yeah, like, you gotta sue them so we can take their design.
I know, right? I know. But after I saw their like 2D models and everything, I was actually like, okay, that makes a little more sense. And I don't know yet. I'm not feeling them too much this time around. I don't know if this is like one preferably of the other. Like I love the dog Pokemons and everything, but I don't know if Palmont is like the Pokemon for me. I am going a little bit more because I do like owl Pokemons like Rowlet. So Broad is probably also a number one contender right now. And Gekwa, I mean, it's like Broad, Gekwa, and then Palmont. Honestly, Palmont I could care less about that fire Pokemon right now, just because it looks just too much like a little dog in the world.
It's an interesting one. I think the other ones are just calling to me more.
Yeah, same. And I always been a sucker for a lot of different things. Like even Litten wasn't like something like that. And this is the biggest comparison between the two. You know, it's like. This is like the Alola region all over again, because we're going into like water.
The fact it's on the beach too.
Yeah. It's gotta be a little interesting to say the least. So that's basically it, because that's all we really had. Now, graphic wise, 10 out of 10. Like no matter what, how you look at it.
Keep in mind, this is just this isn't like game footage.
Yeah, that is true. You do have to mention that.
Some can change. We can get trees that are half half there, half dissolved.
It's like review too much water.
Saw that.
The Pokemon company was waiting for that, waiting for that for sure. If you don't know anything, just go to IGM and look at the comments there. But yeah, aside from that, I do believe the game can run pretty smoothly. I mean, even the graphics itself, the water and everything. And I think the Switch 2 really does give it the Sword Plus that a lot of people want to. So I'm hoping for the best. And I'm happy that they're taking their time, because we would assume that this game was going to come out this year here right now. But I think Mega Evolutions was still going to be the number one contender for the next year or so, just because we're a little too close after Legends CA came out. So. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people are either okay with it or disappointed. Whichever you are, I'm okay with it in the end of the day. So we'll see that game next year. So we have a lot to go through this year for sure. So plus, of course, Pokotopia and everything. So there's actually a lot of things that are going to hold us over for the next year or so. Especially because we're just celebrating. We're just at the midst of celebrating everything. So, all right. And then real quick, I guess we can go over the Go Fest news another time. Like all that is just more information about what is gonna happen. So we'll keep you at bay for that in the coming days. So especially because we'll get more information pretty soon, anyways. All right, let's get into our main series, Teehee. And we already kind of covered Poketopia with the percent, so we really don't have to talk about it. What about TCG Pocket? How you been, brother?
It's been all right. The new set's kind of lackluster to me compared to the Megas.
Yeah.
I still open it here or there, but I'm kind of trying to focus on getting the cards I'm missing from the other sets right now.
I'm trying to send you cards, you know.
So, I appreciate you so much.
Yeah. I'll real quick open my last 2 packs of the day, because I don't know why I saved them. I just did. I usually open them right away when I have the chance.
God pack.
They better be a God pack right here. And they better be. Cool. Nothing on that pack. Solid trash. But you know, we got another one. So let's open the second one, shall we? I am missing the immersive for this set, so I'm going to be opening until the foreseeable future, or until the set, you know, comes and goes. And this is also a trash pack. Sweet. At least I got another Miraidon I can send to somebody.
Is there only one immersive, or are there 2?
No, there's only one immersive, but there is 2 gold cards.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be there. I did send you, so I always share stuff to you always. I am collecting all my hourglasses for the next set, because I did complete the set day 1-ish. I am opening almost every day, so I can get all my good stuff. Everything there is there. Let's see if there's anything in the Wonder Picks real quick, just for the sake of things. Don't see anything yet. Nothing out of the ordinary. No, I do not want to use my hourglass for that. I will be getting my 24-hour Wonder Pick tomorrow morning. That's fun. I was able to get a Rainbow Goldengo.
Oh my god. I was literally wondering where it was because I thought it was so cool that they put that in the set from the main series.
Yeah.
And then I saw it in the trailer as we were watching it. I was like, "Oh, it's the rainbow."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which makes sense. I mean, this is also kind of like a semi reprint. Like there's been a couple of cards reprinted in this set from previous sets, and then like Iono, and then the art is similar to the regular TCG, like the regular Golden Go, the Rainbow Golden Go, the Masquerada. You know, those Pokemons are actually from the main series or from the main TCG set. So hopefully it's not going to be the only thing that they do, but this is probably the only reason. I think the only reason why is because they didn't want to overwhelm us with all the things that they may be planned for the future of this game. So definitely keeping an eye on that. But you know, this game was also expensive. So we'll leave it at that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that is everything we have to cover today, unless you want to, you know, anything else you want to say.
No, I think it's been a very exciting week, and yeah, we have a lot to look forward to coming in the future.
Yeah,
30th anniversary.
Heck yeah. Definitely we'll keep an eye out for more information, because aside from the 30th anniversary, we do have, of course, Go Fest coming up in the next few months, and I'm sure they will make our trips there pretty soon. That's gonna be fun, all in all. All right, well, with that being said, thank you so much for listening, everybody. We do really appreciate it. If you want to listen us to any of the podcast services feeds, don't mind the title here, because I didn't have the time. But make sure you check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, video Spotify, by the way, Pickaxe, and any other podcast services feeds out there. If you can leave us a review, we greatly appreciate it. We want to recognize our Patreons: Gene Leaders, Maddie G, Esper Willow, KJ the Man, Herbert, Brandy, PJ, TRJT, Fishers, JCE, and James are executive producers of the shows. Monkey Bread, Sander, Kate the Cons, and Tish Schmidt. And then our Giovanni tier, like awesomeness guy, Boris. Yeah, thank you so much for the support and letting us keep the digital eyes on for the network. Make sure you check us out on our social media. Pure Light Go, Pokemon Trigger Please. I'll say it this time. PKMN Trigger Please with a C at the end. Why not? By the way, that's PLC, not please. That's so, you know, keep in mind on that. And then Purified Podcast, of course, for anything on X or Twitter. Email us anything, purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. And we would love to share all the cool stuff that you guys get throughout the last few weeks. And yeah, don't forget to check us out at the PokemonForSurge.com/Purified Podcast, or anywhere there. Just join our Discord, your Patreon. That's all you got to do. So, all right. With that being said, Chris, take us away for the night.
Alrighty. Fabulous time talking to you guys. There's a lot going on, a lot to look forward to. Make sure you spin the stops, get the Pokeballs. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week with even more Pokemon news. And hopefully we got plenty of fun catches to brag about. Hope you guys are able to get some stuff you're looking for. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Keep purifying them, everybody, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.